So, what is after Forgotten Worlds? Well, it's time to move on to the G games, finally. And we will be starting off with Gain Ground. This is a classic game. I mean, Gain Ground is that is a classical game.
Never heard of it, I'm afraid, but... The primitive age.
Yep.
It's a primitive age, but somebody's got a beret.
Well, if you're a time-traveling hero, that's the way it is, isn't it?
I suppose so.
In any case, Gain Ground is, well, basically an awesome little action game with all manner of strange things going on. It's sort of
It's got
some sort of a directly controlled action RTS thing. It's very strange, but also very fun. As you can notice, I am somewhat technologically superior. Sorry for interrupting you again, Domus. You were
No, we just keep doing that, because we've got great skills. Oh, I was going to ask what was... there was a point there where you were being followed around by what looked like a little white mummy or something. What is that about?
Who knows? In any case, like Elliot is explaining here, the point of the game is that in the future, war sort of, well, went out of... people didn't really think war was much fun anymore. So they made a nice little supercomputer to simulate war, because war is awesome. But then the computer built only for war went crazy.
Aha.
So naturally,
now you're fighting it.
Yes, now we are fighting it. And by picking up those oh there, those little power-ups that you see lying around, I unlock lives for the various characters. So it is actually nice enough to let you refill your character reserves, unlike most games of the era, which would basically say, well, sorry, you lost your grenade guy, now you never will have a grenade guy again.
That is very nice. I can see why it is a classic then, because a game of that era that actually lets you not for, 20 million points get a life back is very rare.
Yeah, and it helps that the mechanics are actually pretty fair too. I mean, a lot of these top-scrolling shooter games like the Rambo games and so on are incredibly unfair. Because from time to time, if you end up in a position that where you are being fired at from multiple directions and such, there is generally nothing you can do. You will be hit, so to speak. But in Gain Ground, not only do you have several characters to rely on, but you can actually... you tend to be able to move at a pace that, well, lets you actually get out of the way of things, and that alone is absolutely huge. Then of course, in addition to that, you have a great variety in enemies, you actually have a somewhat decent story carrying the thing too, so it's not just you are Mr. X and you have to shoot everything because it deserves to die.
Or something kidnapped your girlfriend.
Yeah, something kidnapped your girlfriend, so now you have to do everything. Sorry about that, Elliot. I had already picked one character up, and you can apparently only carry one character icon at a time on the Master System for some reason. Really, even though, I mean, the Master System version is good, but it's not the best version by far. Versions for other systems are a lot better.
Is there a Master System or is there a Mega Drive rather a system version, or it was for Nintendo, or?
Now that you mention it, I think the... Actually, Elliot, do you know, is there a Genesis version of Game Ground? I believe there is, but I can't be entirely sure. And I'm not entirely sure what happens there where I supposedly die on the edge of the screen all of a sudden. Oh well. All out, there we go. Stage number 7. Stop throwing rocks at me, I've got a machine gun for crying. Oh there! These knights are getting into it.
And I assume you progress through the ages till you get to modern, well, not modern, but modern for the game,
okay.
the age of the supercomputer.
Okay, well then, alright, then I get it, sorry. The version of Game Ground I played, you didn't actually have to kill everything, you just had to get to the exit. I suppose that's the difference. Well, there we go. And yes, now I am a Viking. And Vikings are awesome.
Woo!
Viking it up in here. For some reason, the Viking has a bow and arrow.
It comes off more as a laser, to be honest, but hey, whatever.
Yeah, well, basically I was firing so fast that it's difficult to tell. Get away from me, knight. I have a gun. Gun beats knight. Unless, of course, the knight is fast enough to get up there and fuck me over. Here, have a grenade, you bastard. My god, there's a lot of you assholes. Just give up already.
If you get logical, there should be an infinite amount, right? If the computer's just creating them, so be happy they're finite.
I suppose, but then again, you'd think that a game like this would be playing according to the rules, so to speak. And yeah, I might just as well run to the exit and ignore everyone instead. Just try to pick up as many friendlies along the way as I can. Right, so who do we start as? Let's play the Viking, because the Viking is amazing. That was a lot of rocks. I did not expect quite that number of rocks right there.
They will rock you.
That was some bullshit range on that rock, my god. Oh my god, I am being completely wiped out here. I was hoping that I could at least throw the grenades over there. We go. Get rid of those guys first, so that I don't have to worry about them, so I can dodge the actual rocks properly. There we go. This should make things simpler. Oh god. Screw you.
It is a very nice combination of strategy and action.
Yeah, it's a bit of a puzzle game too, in a sense, because you have to study where the enemies are and... oh dear. Looks like it's time for a boss. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Ah,
And it's just you.
I shouldn't have risked that shot. Oh, come on, he landed right on me! Oh well. Oh well. And yes, Elite Buster, I was not playing terribly well, but here's a little fun fact for you. That's not the point of this stream. The point of this stream is watching me be absolutely horrible at games. Right, that was a game ground at least, and as I mentioned at the start, and as you probably realized, this is actually a really good game. So
Rocking the D&D font.
yeah. So now that we've actually played a good game, let's see if we can find a really, really bad one to follow up, shall we?